let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. A poll. Do a poll. A poll. Yes. No. No. Let's make that smaller. Put it right here. Start poll. Hi, Allie. How are you doing? How are you doing? Make sure. See if I have to fix my necklace a little bit. How are you doing? Okay, let's go. Okay, lesson 3. Have a good day. Have a good day. Good day. Subscriber, welcome. Allie, what is your favorite ASMR trigger? Hi, Carla. How you doing, Carla? Coconut rain is nice, Carla. Nice. Do you have the day off today, or do you just work a later shift? Here, I'll do a minute of coconut rain for you, Allie. Coconut, 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 crack. Coconut, 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 crack. Coconut, 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 crack, crack. Scotland, oh my god, have fun. That sounds like fun. Orange cats are evil. Yeah, he's so evil. He's so very evil. Stray cats. Hi, hi to you. They're saying hi. Hello. They're saying hello. Hi, 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒄. Hi, 𝒂𝒑𝒆𝒄. X is very soft, very soft. Thank you, Rara. Gonna fix this again. Hi. Hi. 𝒂𝒑𝒅𝒄. 𝒂𝒑𝒅𝒄. Okay. Ow. Ow. Get your nasty claws off me. Don't be. Hey. He was hurting me. Okay. Who's that, Axel? Are those your friends? Say hello, 𝒂𝒑𝒅𝒄. Because you can rip off your toenail. And I was playing outside, I gave the stone and then my title. These slippers are they're closed-toed. So it should be fine. And these are closed-toed. I'm sorry that happened to you though. I think you're doing biscuits on my leg. Yeah. Hi, Fishhead. Hello. Hello. Galvatron too. Thank you. How are you doing, Fishhead? you said you watched the members only live stream, but I'll just talk about it anyway. So today I would have gone live earlier, but I couldn't because I had to meet up with an advisor and one of the professors to see what kind of classes I could take, even though I'm late to the game, so my options are limited. And then I can't actually fully register for classes yet because I haven't gotten my financial aid offer hasn't even been offered, and I haven't, so therefore I haven't accepted it or anything. It hasn't been applied to my account. And you can't, if you register for classes, if you confirm your registration, because you can add it to your wait list or like to your want list or whatever, your wish list online. But then to actually confirm your place in any of those classes, you have to confirm that you're also, no matter what, even if you withdraw from the classes, you are the one financially responsible for paying for the classes. So I met with somebody who helped me out today, who told me what kind of things I need to, what kind of classes like I can take, like what should my transfer credits counted for like classes and all that. So I already know which ones I want to take, which online classes I want to take. It's just about I need to make sure that everything is confirmed for financial aid so that I can get everything for free. And I very likely will, but I'm not taking any chances and risking having to pay for any classes. So I will have to. I sent an email to see, because online it shows, yeah, they're still editing or verifying. Going through that process before they send me an offer for any, or for what their financial aid offer is. But maybe because I have a specific situation going on, like it's not a typical situation, that's probably why it's taking longer. Also because the summer session is starting, or has already started for most colleges, and so they're busy with doing all of that as well and making sure everything, all the financial aid is done with that. So hopefully sometime this week I'll get that all figured out. But we shall see. We shall see what ends up happening in that regard, so that I can fully confirm enrollment and everything. We shall see. I just had a course to take. Carla, if you are able to take less, well, here's the thing, there's limited availability online, as well as at this point in time, there's limited availability because I'm late to the game, so most classes that I would want to take, or that are all requirements, a lot of them are already filled up. So there's certain classes I would take, at least on here. Yeah, I don't want to go into these specifics because what I'm doing for an online degree there's only certain Minnesota colleges that offer that degree online, so I don't want anybody to try and go snooping around and somehow try to find out. But it would be something where all the classes are taken online, so we would have to. So yeah, I just don't want to waited as long, but again, I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I'm waiting to hear back for all the classes that I have on my list to take. All of them are asynchronous except for one is a synchronous class, and so that means asynchronous means you can do the course material and all that whenever, for the most part. I don't know if that means, maybe depends on the professor, maybe that means you still, like, they have maybe deadlines for when you have to submit certain stuff, but everything's on your own time. But you have to, like, actually show up on Zoom for one of the classes that's on my list. So there's at least one of the classes that I have on my list, that one or two of them that I actually am interested in, for sure one of them. Two of them maybe, but depending on how many classes I'm able to take first semester, it might go above 18 credits, which is like the maximum typically, but it might be just above at 19 credits. If I'm able to do that, that would be nice, but you have to fill out certain paperwork to say, to see if you qualify for that. And since I'm also a first year transfer student to this place, I don't know. I just caved my nail into there, poked it. But I had on my leg because my cat was making my legs sweat, which never happens. He's a warm boy. He loves the warmth, though. He hates when it's cold here. He hates AC. He leaves. He loves, like, feeling warm and hot, I guess. Even though he has a lot of fur on him. What was I saying? So I don't know if, because I'm a first year transfer student, if they would allow me to do additional credits. My mom, I think she said on Discord, maybe, I don't know, maybe not, but she was saying she had to take some, like, over 18 credits, maybe even over 20 credits to be able to graduate, because the people who transferred her credits over from her prior college didn't do it right. So then at the last second she had to sign up for an additional class. The good news, I didn't have to take any more math. I'm good to go on that because of my transfer credits and all the stuff I did for college credit in high school. Bad news, I still have to do a science lab. That's the bad news. Good news is, for my potential first semester, I'm able to do something that is, I imagine there will still be hard elements, but it'll be, for me, the easiest option. That's like the only option that's available for me anyway, so yeah, I'm excited. Try not to get too excited though, just in case if things don't work out. I always be done. Sounds good as a class you want to give, you can take them next year. So that's the thing too, like, everything apparently is available online, but there's certain more niche classes that are only available at certain times of the year. So if it's fall, spring, or summer, I don't mind doing summer classes. It's just I'm late to the game this year, or else if I were a little bit earlier and everything was all situated, I would love to have done summer courses as well, because I don't mind. Even though my mom has taken some classes before, she says it's a lot harder, a lot more people drop out because it's more condensed within a shorter time frame. But yeah. But also in the future, I might end up explaining a bit about the courses, not the courses specifically, but the course material, because I'll probably end up doing, like, maybe on Wednesday uploads specifically, I'll do like study with me type videos, or it's like trying to memorize some material, you know. So as time goes on, if things are confirmed, I wouldn't mind doing that, because it's also easier for me to do, like, knock out two birds with one stone. Do both things at the same time, study as well as do some ASMR, because if everything works, then I have less time for doing ASMR stuff. That's cute. Anyway, so he went over there to sleep now. I guess my hair on my legs isn't enough to keep him warm, so he's on the blanket over there. But yeah, once I get the official news, if everything is hopefully should be covered, my financial aid and like free tuition, then I'll immediately let y'all know, either on like a members only live stream or just like on Discord or what have you. One thing I will say that won't give it away is that I know people who have been to this college in person. I know multiple people have been to this college in person. Because I grew up in Fargo, so I know a lot of people went to different colleges all throughout, mainly Minnesota, even more so than North Dakota, but I guess no, because NDSU and UND, never mind, so North Dakota and Minnesota. I do know people who went to this place, and I've only heard good things, like literally only ever heard good things about this place. Hi Sophia, hi Joshua. You know, on my mom's side, we have German ancestry that are Germans from Russia. That means they lived in Russia, but also then they moved to Romania. So Russian occupied. Now it's known as Romania. Back then it was still, I guess, part of Russia, I think. It's funny because sometimes when I think about Brazil, I think about how the people in my family's village and the surrounding towns and villages of Germans from Russia, a lot of people traveled either to, what was it, the Germans from Russia and my neck of the woods traveled and moved to, immigrated to either North Dakota, or was it North Dakota, Michigan, and Illinois, I think, are the three big ones for the US. And then also a lot of people went to Brazil. The Germans from Russia in those areas went to Brazil. That's okay, Carla. That's right, Joshua. Oh, cool. I've never seen any of the Scream movies. The Scream 7, the one with Jennifer Ortega in it. I don't record daily. Fun fact, all y'all in a little secret. I haven't filmed, other than my members only, other than the live streams and members only content for this channel and my other ASMR channel. It's been somewhere between like 2 and 3 weeks since I last recorded an ASMR video, not counting again what I just said. Because I already have some videos filmed ahead of time. I'll start filming shortly, also because I'm catching up on doing all my tarot, pick a card stuff. But if I get into the college, then I'm definitely not going to be doing any of my tarot stuff anymore. And if I do, it'll just be randomly, like if I have time. So what I've been filming a lot ahead of time for that channel up until like the end of this year. So all I have left is like 4 videos left on that channel. So once I'm done pre-filming all of those for the year, and then I'll be done for however long until I finish like college, if everything works out accordingly. So once I'm finished with that, then I'll start up on my ASMR videos again, because I already have a lot pre-filmed. So then tomorrow I get my aligners, and so then it won't be like so big of a gap in between, like when you see me with my aligners in versus when you don't for the pre-filmed stuff. So then I'll have more pre-filmed stuff with my aligners. I'm not taking my aligners out when I'm filming. Also, I probably will not be on TikTok anymore because that takes up time. I spend like on Thursdays, for example, in between the morning and when I do my live stream, typically in the afternoon, around when I start this one on Thursdays, I do stuff for my TikTok. If I do stuff, it won't be for my tarot. It'll just be, I'll do ASMR stuff still. But the tarot stuff, it takes a lot of time as well as to like upload, to work on, to upload. And I will need my computer when I'm doing stuff for schoolwork and whatnot. So I will need to, I don't know, I shall see. But yeah, so definitely not any of the tarot stuff anymore, so that I can have more time for doing ASMR on this channel and my other channel with the coursework. I'll have to do potentially, hopefully, some of the time. Okay, so I haven't actually explained yet what I study. I might on this channel for videos. You might get a glimpse into what I'm potentially studying. I don't, just for confidentiality reasons. I'm not saying right now what I'm studying because people know that I'm doing online. Potentially nothing's completely confirmed yet. I have to get financial aid figured out and then it'll be confirmed. But yeah, once everything is hopefully confirmed in the way it should be, then I'll start fall 2026 until 2027. But as time goes on, if everything's confirmed, but people already know that I'm doing online college somewhere in Minnesota, so I don't want to specifically say what major it is because the major that I'm doing is something that's not offered everywhere, but you'll probably get a better idea if I do content relating around or centering around ASMR of me studying. So it's like a study with me ASMR video. So in the future you might get more of an idea of the kind of thing I'm doing, but just for right now, just in case for confidentiality purposes, I'm not saying specifics. What will I do later today? We're actually going to take my cat outside because he's really wanting to go outside. We keep him in his kennel though when we go outside. Also, it's at that time now where there's so many bees and wasps and hornets outside that I try to sit in like the lawn chairs that we just like sit out there for a little bit with my cat, but usually I end up having to get up and run around because y'all, bugs love me. Like bees and all that love me. I don't wear perfume. I don't do anything to provoke them to come up. Like I'm wearing black today, right? It's like, and I can guarantee there's gonna be bugs that come up to me specifically. Oh my god, y'all, when I was growing up, mosquitoes loved me. Yes, happy Pride Month, Vincent. Happy Pride Month. But yeah, Carla, if you wanted to like message me on Discord or on Instagram, I can tell you more of like my plans, and I'm hoping to have work out. Also, like, it takes 1 to 2 years for disability stuff to get through. I applied to that earlier this year, so if I were to get approved for that, and if I'm able to get my own place, that would also be nice, because then I'm actually probably able to better film videos in general, but also like doing my coursework, not having to worry about like scheduling conflicts in that way, but we shall see, because that won't be official until a while from now. for me, my throat is sensitive with all that. Like, I also have my dysphagia, so I'm gonna have to tell them, please, if you're gonna put water in my mouth, I need the water suction tube more frequently than you would other people. And I'm being so serious. Even the last time, a few weeks ago, I had issues. Please, when I'm saying this, I'm being serious. I feel you, Carla. I'm sorry to hear that, Pete. Carla, when you're at the dentist, like, do you have issues when they put the water in your mouth and all that? Because seriously, I've always struggled with it. But again, ever since my concussion, it's especially a big issue. The time before this, when I went to the dentist, she just put the suction thing a lot, like very frequently in my mouth, and I was just fine. I had no issues. I wasn't anxious at all. Guess what? It took about the same amount of time. I'm just gonna say that. You kind of did. Like, they kind of waterboarded you. It was a lot of water. Oh my god. See, and that's the thing. I know I'm not the only one. Because my mom's like, yeah, it feels like they're waterboarding. I'm like, but just for me, it's like more elevated because of my dysphagia issues. It's really bad. I hate the dentist. I hate doing everything at the dentist. I hate it so much. I hate the dentist. Do I hate the dentist more than the doctor? I don't know. I don't know what I should tell. Maybe I do. Last time I got blood work at the doctor, it wasn't as bad as it usually is for me. But the dentist, I know, especially Fisher, with all the stuff that's been going on with your teeth health lately. I understand that. Thank you so much. Remember. Thank you very much. Extra stand. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I've seriously. And then I was trying to look up if there's anything else that can be done. About that situation. Like, what can be done? And then I only found one thing. And there was one Reddit post of, like, dentists or, like, dental assistants who were asking other dental assistants on Reddit, what do you all do for people who can't handle that much water in their mouth and stuff? And then all the comments were of dentists or dental assistants complaining and saying that it's a mental thing. People need to just get over it. I'm like, this does not make me feel better. And then do y'all go into the dentist every 6 months or 12 months? Because for me, it's only covered to go in every month. But I hate it. I would love to go to a different dentist, one that's also like closer to me, because I actually have to travel out of town for it, just because it used to be closer to where my mom told me to go there. It was right across from where she used to work many years ago. And it's like a good place, technically. It's like a high-ranking place. Good reviews and whatnot. Like, everybody's nice. Everybody's nice to me, but I wish I just had the dental assistant from last time. Also, it's like, I don't know if I should next time, like, call ahead of time and be like, hey, give me one of your assistants who's willing to actually, like, give me, because I swear, I don't have cavities, I don't have, like, all of the mad crooked teeth, I never have anything major going on, like teeth staining I get nowadays. Other than that, it doesn't take a long time for me. So it's like, I'm telling you, it might be more annoying to the dental assistants, but it does not take more time. It does not. It does not. I'm always like done on time, if not earlier, when I go to my dentist appointments. So if I'm asking you to please put the thing in there more often. Also, I think what I want to do for next time is, like this last time when I went in, I had to, whenever I got the suction thing in my mouth, I typically had to like lean up a little bit. So I wonder if something I can ask is if I can be allowed to like lean up a bit more, at least when they're doing like the teeth cleaning with the water in the mouth. It makes me not want to go to the dentist though. Like seriously, I absolutely hate it so much. The worst part is getting waterboarded. I'm sorry to hear that, Tristan. What do you mean? Well, like I tell them beforehand, I'm like, hey, just so you know, I need the water suction thing more frequently. And then like the time before this last time, a few weeks ago, so last year, the person was great and I didn't have issues. This time, I told her and she's like, yeah, she lets people hold the suction too, but that doesn't help when she's in my mouth and spraying the water everywhere. Then at one point, the reason I had to hold my breath is because she was in there again, but she put it on the mist and it was up against my nose. So I was like almost choking because I was breathing in the mist, like, and as I was being waterboarded that way. So at one point I was like, I made a noise, and so then I got up and I used the thing. I'm like, it's going in my nose. She's like, oh, I just don't want to like make you choke on the water. And then she just kept doing it, so I keep holding my breath. Like, what is so hard to understand about what I'm saying? Thank you, Jeffrey. I tell them about my dysphagia. I tell them beforehand, but I don't know if I should call like before my appointment, being like, hey, make sure I get somebody who is accommodating. So I had to do, but it's like if you're in my mouth, I can't just be poking you with. I mean, I guess I could, but she was like, whenever I move away, you just go with the tube. It's like, okay, so that doesn't. If you're not moving away enough, that doesn't help my problem. Yeah, I just need more like breaks with the tube. It's really the last time I was, or not last time, the time before. So last year when I had the person, they did good. They just kept like, would do some, put the tube in there, do some, put the tube in there. So they were in control of it, but it literally did not add an ounce of additional time. I am telling you this. Also, because if I use it more frequently, there's less that I have to like at a time get out of my mouth. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, it's just, why do health professionals make the patient the problem? I'm not talking about like if the patient is being difficult, but it's like, I don't even know what I mean by that. I don't know. Patients are allowed to have concerns, and it's not even just a concern for me. It's like, I have health issues. What else do you want me to tell you? Do you not want me to go into the dentist? They'd probably be like, yeah, we don't want you to come in. Not weird. That sucks. I wish it was weird. Yes, it's an inconvenience, but like it really is. You know, it's more of an inconvenience if I had a bunch of cavities. If I didn't take care of my teeth, but I do. Every time I go in, they're like, you take really good care of your teeth. Your teeth look great. They look fantastic. I'm doing ASMR, which stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And that's supposed to help you relax and or fall asleep. I think a lot of people shouldn't be in healthcare, Carly. I imagine you're one of the good ones, okay? In my life, I've hardly ever had a good experience with a healthcare professional. Hardly ever in my life. But anyway. But yeah, I take care of my teeth so they don't even have to do much. It's just like last time, nowadays, because of the stuff I eat, I get staining. Other than that, there really isn't anything they have to do. They just do the exams, make sure I don't have anything going on. That's But guess what? I don't. So just use the damn suction tube, bro. Just use it more often. Anyway. I do know one person who became a dentist, very high ranking. He actually was, I don't know if he got his bachelor's, master's, or maybe it wasn't no, he got his doctorate at UND, but I think he got like his bachelor's or master's through, I know you don't have something to say about this probably, Vision, but through like, what is it, the U.S. Naval Academy or Marine Naval, I think Naval, somewhere like in Virginia. It was like one of those military colleges, and he was very high ranking there, and he's a dentist, and I know him, he was on my swim team, much older than me and my sister. He came out as gay later in life, love that. But anyway, and he spent with his partner for a long time. They live on the west coast now. Anyway, he's very nice. I imagine he would be very accommodating. It's like if I had you as a dentist, here's the thing, it's not even the dentist, it's the dental assistants. So it's not the dentists that are doing that the typical like cleaning, everyday cleaning at the office. It's the assistants. Anyway. Oh, is it not matched? What about now? If it's still not matching, let me know and I'll go in and out of the application and see if that helps. Patients, but for that to happen, usually therapy. Yeah, I understand. That's the thing. I've quite literally had doctors tell me everything's in my head, and therapists. Oh my god, I just don't have good luck. Like at one point was going to the doctor. My dad had his primary care physician, who I don't know if my dad is still going to him, but he literally looks just like Dr. Oz, if that gives you any indication. Like literally just like Dr. Oz, and everything at that doctor's office was still on paper. Nothing was upgraded to like on the computer. Oh my god. And I remember, like at first he was somewhat helpful, and then because all my blood work was coming back normal, this is way like many years ago, he literally at one point he was like, yeah, I can't, like, because I needed like something to, I was submitting for disability assistance again at North Dakota, so I need a doctor's note. So like the next year he's like, yeah, I'm not, and he literally was smirking at me. He's like, I'm not doing that for you. You know I can't do that for you. I'm like, why? Wait, why? Is there something else I need to do? He's like, this is all in your head, and you're doing this all for attention, aren't you? I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, yes, you are. So you just need to get over yourself and get better. You're preventing yourself from getting better. You just want people to pity you. It's like, bro, I literally started bawling my eyes out. My dad was with me too. But I'm like, I swear I'm not making it up. He's like, there's nothing else for us to talk about. He just doesn't break. There's nothing else for us to talk about. I already know your game. I already know that you're just wanting to try and get an easy pass at life. I already know that. And so there's nothing else that we can do here. I'm like, can we do any additional tests? And he cut me off. He's like, no, we're not doing any more tests. You just need to actually do something with your life and stop pretending. Stop faking it. It's like, bro. It still doesn't align properly. Here, I'm gonna go out and of the app real quick. Don't leave. Okay, I'm back. Let me know if it works better now. Musk mayo. I am vegan, so and I hate Costco. No, thank you for letting me know. Y'all, like Carla Fish, if you notice that's not online, you gotta tell me, please. Also, like when I go to the dentist, like they ask me, they're like, I've been asked before, like, is it an anxious thing? Like my dysphagia. I'm like, no, but it makes it worse when I'm anxious. So when I feel like I can't put my trust in the medical as I used to have. My anxiety comes from professionals not taking my physical ailments seriously. So it's like my dysphagia. It's like I've been asked, is it an anxiety thing? I'm like, no, it's because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome mainly. So I have issues with dysphagia, and this has happened ever since like traumatic brain injury too. So anything that's also just related to that isn't, or that coexists with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I literally just looked up a research paper or something. A study that was done. I don't remember if it was one study or if it was like a report on multiple studies, but just yesterday, because like I have my breathing issues too, and I actually technically have this. Oh my god, I'm gonna say it wrong. Dyspnea. Is how you say it. Where it's slow breathing, so I breathe less than 12 times per minute. And that's a thing that's only been the case ever since my concussion. Apparently, traumatic brain injuries can cause that dyspnea, or like or not, basically not taking enough breaths. And usually taking like longer like exhales or inhales, because it affects how your brain sends the signals. And if there's any nerve compression as well, which affects how your brain sends signals throughout your body, including to your lungs. So it's like, y'all, this is not, like, why do I have to be looking up research papers? Why can't the doctors just know what you think? Or, like, listen to me. So yeah, I've been asked before, like, at the dentist, if it's an anxious thing. And I'm like, it's not an anxious thing. It's because of my physical symptoms. My anxiety gets elevated when it feels like I'm not being listened to. That's okay, fish, no worries. Nice, a vegan burger. Skin sounds, I can do it a little bit. Only for a little bit, because some people don't like skin sounds. Nikki, I'll help you by putting you in timeout. Goodbye. So yeah, like, how would people not be, even if you don't have anxiety, how would you not be anxious if you're like, hey, this is something that happens, can you please be considerate of it? And then they're like, oh, no problem. And then they don't do it, and then they get mad at you. And they're like, oh, you're just anxious. It's like, I'm only anxious now because you're not listening to me. You're not helping me, or you're not doing either of us any favors by you being so closed or narrow-minded. But you meaning like, certain medical professionals. So yeah, I might try to. The thing is, there's like nobody else around me who, I don't know. There's nobody else around me who, last time I checked, there wasn't any dental places that were open for new clients. And not everybody accepts state insurance for some weird reason. Also, some people just give me bad vibes. There's maybe one clinic in my area that was open for like new clients, and I could tell they were probably mega. I'm like, oh, they probably don't believe any chronic illnesses outside of like the ones they know about exist. Updated. So my last one I got was this one. I got that this year, and I wanted to go and get shading for it at some point this summer, but I'm probably just gonna wait until I'm done with college stuff. Because even if my tuition is covered, I'll still have to try to afford supplies for classes like textbooks. There's one class that I have on my list that doesn't require any textbooks. I'm like, thank goodness. But yeah, and it's still like technically healing and like peeling and whatnot, which doesn't make any sense because it's been like a month. My body takes longer to heal for tattoos or anything. Hi, Josie. another thing too, I live in an area where it's not as open-minded. So with medical professionals, a lot of them, sorry, my nose, a lot of them, I think are probably mega. Even though as a healthcare professional, you shouldn't be. My previous doctor, who I probably was not, and if she was, she did a good job at not showing that. But I couldn't go to her anymore. Just she's only part-time. She's barely hardly in the office. She's so booked all the time. Also, my tattoos are covered by my clothes that I wouldn't be able to show on here, but I've been asked about doing an updated tattoo tour. That's probably when I start filming ASMR videos again, I'll probably be doing that. I'll do it once. I'll try to remember to do it once this tattoo is more healed. You're getting a tattoo, or are you getting the Mother Mary tattoo? I don't have any piercings. No piercings. I actually think I'd have an allergic reaction to the material anyway. Because I thought maybe I could on other parts of my body, not up here, but now I'm just gonna be a tattoo person. Or, yeah, Mother Mary, the Virgin Mary, you said you were gonna get that tattoo. When you were in California last year, you were gonna get a matching one. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. My bad. Lady of Guadalupe. Is it just white people is that the same thing as Virgin Mary? Maybe it's just I've heard white people call it Virgin Mary tattoo. Because I know. Because Guadalupe is different than Mary. But I've heard people at tattoo shops, like, I've seen people getting that tattoos, like other people when I've been getting tattoos. They probably just were mistaken. So I've always considered it that. Lady Guadalupe. Oops, my bad. Wait, so is it the same thing? I'm confused now. I don't understand what's going on. Wait, so they are the same thing? Okay. See, as long as they listen to me tomorrow when I'm at my appointment, I'm not nervous about the process of, like, actually getting the attachments on. I'm nervous about the water collecting in my mouth, which they only do like a couple times or however many times when after they put the attachments on. But I'm gonna tell them, please, that's the thing, they don't even have to use that much tomorrow when I'm in. So if they use water, then there should not be an issue, or they can get somebody to help, like an assistant, I don't know. Yes, definitely show us, Josie. Septum nice. And then before I forget, I'll actually give it one more minute for the poll. If you have not answered the poll, now is your final warning. Your final warning. Oh, Josie, you haven't seen Axel today. He was over by my leg, but now he's over there sleeping. Over there sleeping. You know what I should have had as the poll? My poll question should have been, do you have central AC? If my sister, I think my sister does in her house. I don't y'all are haters, and I don't know what you're doing here because it's a cat loving, especially an orange cat loving household. Yeah, you're very lucky, Josie. For us, do you see? This is our setup, okay? See how this fan is on the stack of my mom loves tomatoes. Seriously, this is supposed to be for gardens. This fan that's on the stack of tomatoes, we have to put that on in the summer. Even in the winter, we've had to put it on whenever the TV and stuff overheats. We put that on. If not, then in the summer, we sometimes just have the AC on. And this doesn't translate to my room, so my room will be so hot at night that sometimes I'll have to just sleep out here and use that fan or even the AC for a little bit. But this fan, our whole setup is so jank. This shuts off when it gets warm, but it's not just in the summer. It's literally whenever. Even if it's cold in here, this thing will overheat. This dang TV or the Roku. We don't know if it's the Roku, the TV, or if it's both, okay? We have to turn on this fan. If we don't have the AC on, we have to turn on the fan so that it keeps everything over here cool enough so that it doesn't shut off. And then we have to like go through this whole thing and unplug stuff. Oh my gosh. So I wish we just had central AC. Oh, can't I understand? I know what time. You don't have central. What kind of AC? Here before I head out, what kind of like, do you all have air conditioning or do you use fans? Or like, what do you use to like cool things off? Just open your windows. Oh. Crabs. A fun fact, Josie, I know you're gonna really love this. This shirt I've had since I was a senior in high school, and my best friend at the time, once I got it and the first time I wore it to school, and she just looked at me, she's like, you look like a lesbian. I'm just like, okay, I'm taking that as a compliment. Thank you. I never really wear it. Nothing like walls. Okay, so big lots. First, you're calling me very white because the trash can full of Starbucks. Now you're saying I look so fine. Which one is it? Are you here to insult me or sexualize me? Which one is it? Yes, because, Carla, I'm just going to assume you mean that the air conditioning doesn't exist where you live and that you just have to use either fans or open the windows. But, okay, I'm going to head out now. Thank y'all for being on here. If you're in the Discord, thank you, Cookie Lover Rar. There was somebody else earlier who had Rar in their username. What was I going to say? I'm going to head out. For the people who are in the Discord, I'll probably give updates tomorrow after I have my appointment and how I'm feeling with the liners. And I'm nervous too, like how different it's going to be, if it's going to be difficult to drink water, and like how much different it will be to eat. Because I already have such difficulties with all that, so I'll have to see how that goes. I'll probably give some updates on there tomorrow and following throughout the week. People, when I've done research, a lot of people say, like on Reddit, it usually takes a few days to get more used to it, and then it's kind of just like your body and mind already get immediately used to the attachments as well as the aligners. I hear that when you have attachments, it's very difficult. It feels like you're yanking your teeth out whenever you take your aligners up. I'm sure I'll get used to that too. Okay, Josie, you go do that. But I'm gonna head out now. Bye, everybody.